Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. Instead of this video, I do want to give you guys basically the full Tundra guide. A lot of people have been asking for one, and no YouTuber has really dropped an actual good one. I think there's been one Tundra guide I've seen, and I'm gonna be completely honest, it might have been one of the worst guides I've ever watched. But instead of this video, I'll be telling you guys how to unlock it, what to do in Tundra, and basically everything like that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so the very first thing is how to unlock it, right? That's what everyone's wondering. How do I unlock Tundra? How do I get to Tundra? Yada, yada, yada. The first thing, the absolute first requirement is level 45. You have to be level 45 to even start, the actual quest to start getting this rune key. You can start at level 40. That is when the tactical quests, do start. But you have to be level 45 to start the main quest line to actually unlock it. The very first thing that you guys are going to do when you are here, when you get to the beach, there's thousands of videos already how to get to the beach. I'm not going to tell you guys how to get to the beach. That's just a waste of time. When you're here, you're going to talk to this guy. This guy basically will give you what you need as far as, things like that. He will say that you need to bring him the shark's food. And the shark's food is actually the green frogs. That green frog right there is where you get the shark food. So you're going to bring him mutated frog meat, and then he'll say tame a shark. You're going to use that same mutated frog meat to tame the shark. You guys can only tame one type of shark. You cannot tame, this is the type of shark that you have to tame. There's no other type of shark. It has to be the blue and black striped one. These ones will spawn randomly. Now, unfortunately, you have to swim around. You literally have to go out here and swim until you find your shark and until you tame it. As I said, you use the frog meat, okay? So the frog meat is what you use. You'll hit it once, you'll go up to it, you'll use the frog meat, and then you should tame it. I got mine the first try. These hammerhead ones, you can't tame though. So don't try to tame the hammerhead ones. You literally won't be able to. These are the ones that you have to tame. And that is an absolute must-need necessity of the update. Because you guys literally have to get to Tundra, and Tundra's way over there. Okay, when you're done with that, you're level 45. You are ready to start the quest for Tundra. You guys are ready to get your runic fragment. You guys are ready to get your runic key and things like that. The absolute first thing that I have to say is when you're done with this quest line, you're going to get a runic fragment. It'll be somewhere here. It'll be under the quest category. Do not delete that. If you delete that, I honestly don't think you can get another one, right? And I don't think you would ever be able to get your rune key. So that would be GG. You would never be able to enter Tundra. I believe that's how it works. Okay. This guy will give you a bunch of quests. I forgot the early on ones, but the early on ones are pretty simple. It's go kill the whale. The whale spawns once an hour. The whale spawns right there. It's a very easy mission. Very, very easy. The whale will literally spawn right there. You just go a little bit further past this island. It will spawn. It spawns once every in real life hour at 00. So when it hits 1 p.m., it'll spawn. When it hits 2 p.m., it'll spawn, things like that. Once we kill the whale, you come back here, and then I believe the whale, or then I believe this quest giver will give you, honestly, probably the hardest quest I've seen inside the whole game. There will be a giant list of things that you have to kill, and it's all world bosses, right? So every single world boss is basically on there. You'll have to kill the Slime King, you'll have to kill the Dire Bear, you'll have to kill the Elder Tree, you'll have to kill Mother Spider, you'll have to kill Lich King, and then you'll also have to kill the Goblin King. That's everything that you have to kill for that mission. When you are done with that, you come back here, and then he will say to bring you a bunch of materials. The materials that it requires is basically just parts of the, people that are over there. So he'll say, bring me some lobster claws, a lobster tail, some squid stuff. If you guys are wondering how to get the squid stuff, by the way, there's a person on the dock at the beach. You talk to them, and basically he'll be like, do you want to buy some, fishing gear or some parts or something like that? And you can buy the squid stuff there. It's pretty cheap. It costs silver, but it is pretty cheap. So yeah, basically, when you're done with that, you have all the parts. You'll turn it in, and then he'll give you the runic fragment. To craft the rune key, all you have to do is go to the crafting table that's at the beach, and then you'll be done. You can get the rune key just like that. Now, when you have your rune key, and you're basically done with that whole quest line, you guys go for this giant wall right here, because this is going to be the Tundra gate, and this is actually how you get into Tundra. While we're going this way, I can also show you guys where the well spawns, because the well spawns literally right in front of the gate. The well is super easy though, and honestly, if you guys are trying to level up fast, the well is also a pretty good method to level up fast. It gives you like 1,500 XP every single time that you kill it, and then in the same hour, I would say if you're server hopping correctly using the Discord and things like that, you can probably kill the well unironically like 4 to 5 times every hour. So that's only like one level in like the high tier levels, but I mean it's still a pretty good method when you're like almost max level and you have nothing else to farm. But yeah, basically you just keep going over here. This will take you to the Tundra. You go through this gate, you give them the key. I believe your key will stay there. Like once when you use the key once, I believe you keep it forever. So all you have to do is complete that quest line that I was telling you guys about, and then you will do it. There's also some other stuff that I do want to show you once when I get to the city or the town in here. Because some of the new armor that the Yeti gives you, I'm not gonna lie, is not even worth it. I believe the best armor, at least until they add the dragon armor, will probably remain Elder. If you have Elder with like high rune slots, honestly, it's probably the best thing that you can get right now. But yeah, you're just gonna go to this door, you're gonna press open the gate, you're gonna go through the gate, boom, and then you will actually teleport to the Tundra. A lot of people said that if your spawn is set at the beach, that you'll be stuck in infinite loading, which I just disproved because, you know, my spawn set at the beach, so maybe they fixed that. But yeah, this is what it looks like when you're actually in there. Now, one thing that I do want to say is if your cold bar goes all the way down, it's basically GG, you die. So you have to look for a campfire or something like that. I'm sure there is locations, but I'm gonna be showing you guys the location of the first like town area. It's pretty simple to get to. It's not that hard. With no guide, obviously, it's pretty hard to get to because you basically like by the time you get to it, you're already almost at the point where you're gonna get tipped for damage by the cold. So yeah, that's not really good at all. I do believe that there's a lantern that you can craft that will basically make it so you never get the cold thing on you. But it is kind of unfortunate that they are locking it behind like certain items and things like that. I don't know for sure though. I believe there's areas that you can go to get rid of your coldness and things like that. I believe the town will probably do it. I haven't explored much of Tundra. I have fought the new bosses. I fought the new dragon, and then I fought the new Yeti as well. And I'm gonna be completely honest, chat. I don't think that actual people can kill the dragon. Like, I don't think if you're a normal average player, like even if you have like 10 people with you, I don't think you're killing the dragon. That is how hard the dragon is. It's just really like not possible. If I'm being brutally honest, it's really not. I don't know why they made it so hard. But yeah, it's just like not possible if I'm being completely honest. We're gonna go up here. And then I believe I just keep going this way. Sabertooth you can tame. That shit did way too much damage. Don't try to tame it unless if you already know like the materials that you need and things like that, obviously. So we're just gonna keep going this way. This is basically the way that you go. You guys can follow it step by step if you guys want to know basically the easiest way to get there. This is gonna be that way because you guys can see like I'm already almost out of the cold stuff. So, you know, you're gonna have to really lock in and get there as fast as possible so you can set your spawn there and everything like that. It is kind of unfortunate that they would make it like that because it's definitely not like an easy place to get to at all, and more than likely you will die a few times to coldness before you actually arrive here. But here you guys can see this is the town right here, boom, and then your bar does go up. I believe you set your spawn at one of these people, but yeah, here you guys can see it's basically just a normal town, boom, boom. There's no quest or anything, which is kind of interesting, but yeah, this is where you set your spawn, boom, set your spawn there, and then this is basically where you go. I guess there's a few quests and things like that. But yeah, that's basically where you go. And then as far as the boss drops or like where they spawn, things like that, I don't know at the current moment where they spawn. This is just the town that you need to go to. I can show you guys the new bosses right now. And that will basically be the rest of the video. You guys can watch me fighting the new bosses and things like that. As far as where they spawn or anything like that, I don't know the current location. When I do figure out the location, I will be probably making a video on it. But just know, unless if you have like 10 people, you're not going to beat the new bosses. It's literally GG. Ow. What's that? Oh my Jesus. Oh, oh, okay. Alright, but yeah, that is going to be the dragon boss. That is the final boss of this game. If you guys end up enjoying the video, like and subscribe, do all that. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. As I said, I don't even think with 10 people, fully matched gear, all runes, everything like that, I genuinely don't think you're able to beat that dragon boss right now. It has 2 stages. It does crazy amounts of damage. It has full AoE moves. It's GG. Nobody's beating that until at least next month. GG. But yeah, if you guys end up enjoying the video, like, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.